Hey. Yes, we're back. It's Bermondsey Bites. Not really close enough to the start of next season yet, but it just gets boring this time of year, doesn't it? So we're doing a little end of season review and a little bit of a preview of looking forward to next season as well. But we're going to start obviously with the bye-byes from the club and the thank you guys, and let's have a look at who we've got going out. Oh, I've grown. Anyway, two names stand out obviously from that list, and they namely being Sean Hutchison and Murray Wallace. They have been absolute stalwarts for us over the past 8 or so, 9 years, decade, let's say. And it's sad to see them go, but time catches up with us all. Well, not me, obviously, but it does. And their style of football and pace, sadly, is becoming a thing of the past now. And hoofing the ball up the pitch is just a last resort, or being seen as that. Whereas that's the way they were taught to play: win the ball, get rid of it. But it would be great if we could keep them in some way in a training or coaching capacity rather. But I reckon they've both got another year or two yet, maybe in League One or two. And very, very best of luck to them. And I really, in times to come, want to see them in that capacity as a coaching role, or maybe just coming out for walkouts and getting lovely, nice rounds of applause in between, or rather at the start of games. You know, stuff like that, like they have recently and have with the legend of Terry Hurlock and the other lads from 88. As regards the rest of that list, it's an interesting one. The one that's a real on the fence for me is Aaron Connolly. I reckon he's still got unfinished business with us due to injuries, and you could see him for another season, I think. However, talking of injuries and unfinished business, seamless link to young Scanlon. He had no chance to prove himself, and he may well want another 12-month loan or whichever to actually show that he can play football, because he got very scant chances last season, didn't he? Let's be fair on that one. And the rest of it, the one that stands out for me a mile, is if we can retain Zach Sturge. That lad, that Chelsea boy, he is class, and he will be in the future. And sadly, on our budget, it is really hard to get players like that on a full-time basis, and we just hope that we can get him for another season on loan. He enjoyed it here. He went down well here, and let's hope, and I've just seen this morning that our manager, Alex Neil, has signed a new contract as well. So although he was never on the retainers list or get out of the club list, it's great to see that he's there. And so hopefully he is thinking of big things too. It's good to see him tied down at the gaff. As I always say, I was wrong about him. And hopefully we can see Zach here for another season as well. So let's do this thing. So what can we conclude from the buying, selling and retaining list? The same thing, unfortunately, from each season to the next. On our budget, we can't buy. We just have to, well, we can buy, but we have to keep loaning people in and out as well, which creates its own problem. Now, this, I think, is a very, very, very important list, or rather transfer window, for a list of players coming in, not just the ones leaving, because both of Sean and Murray Wallace makes them sound like a double act, doesn't it? Well, they are, but they're both centre-backs, so really, ideally, now we need 4 centre-backs who are capable of playing in the Championship alone. So, given on how much money the Berylsons are likely, James Berylson are likely to give us, again, we're going to be struggling to replace those players possibly with loan players. Again, we've got other players in other positions who will be going back to their club. We can't all have it perfectly, sadly. They won't all come back. And that'll again mean, of course, that there's going to be loans needed there to get them back in, or rather replacements back in the manor, if not them. So for a club on our budget, if we can do as well over a season as we did over the past 2 or 3 months under Alex Neil, I think we deserve a round of applause. And if we can make the playoffs, I mean, we're talking this time next year, that would be absolutely fantastic. But we've got 2 windows, and this one is so important, I can't put it into words, so I ain't going to try anymore. Okay, so shaking all over, yeah, and all that. Sorry, that's a very tenuous intro to the fact that we have indeed got a fairly rich Arabic sheikh who is really interested in Millwall Football Club. And I say really interested because at first I saw that and I thought, yeah, right. But of all people, that lovely Simon Jordan, apparently he's mates with. And of all people, it was Simon Jordan, yes, Simon Jordan, who, whatever he might say on the air at the moment on Talk Sport, directed him in our direction, which I find amazing personally, because he was looking for a club to invest in. To give you the idea of the wealth he's got, he is the guy, I'm sure you know all this by now anyway, but all the big boxing's gone from the MGM Grand in Las Vegas on the Strip, and it's now in Riyadh, in Saudi, and it's his money that is financing that. So that'll give you a little idea of the wonga that he's got. And if that was to become, even if he bought into the club, there's rumours that he's trying to take it over. Either way, it all depends obviously on the Berylsons, and let's not forget what they have done for the club. But to me, I find it all fascinating that Millwall are linked with somebody of that magnitude financially. I bet the BBC is spitting. Anyway, there's a lot of transfer rumours as well going on at the moment, but I did that at the start of last season and got me fingers burned. There was South Koreans and people like that. One of them came true and has proven a fantastic buy in the big flipping Serb, he says carefully. But we're going to wait a little longer and see what comes up there. Anyway, that is it for me. Hope you enjoyed it. If I can find any kind of tenuous link to do another one of these, I will. And I'll probably come up with something else anyway. Other than that, I'll see you laters. Christian Slater. Come on, you lions. Ta-ra.